one filled with Scotch-Oktoberfest.
Either you like a microbrew or you don't.
It's the atmosphere.
The beer is great.
Laid back, fun, festive.
They just make you feel like you're part of the family.
My name is Brian Sprague. We're in Venango, Pennsylvania at Sprague Farm Brew Works. I'm the owner, operator, secretary. My wife, Minnie, is the president.
Brian made me president because if anybody goes to jail, it's going to be me.
She's really the person who runs the show. I just get all the credit. I have to admit that I was drinking beer before I was 21, and I got to acquire a taste for it. And I remember reading an article in Mother Earth News about making beer, so I thought, man, that seems like a pretty cool thing. And I tried, and I failed miserably. But I kind of got the hook. We bought this place in 1997, and I thought, well, this would be great if we could do it here. And then 2004, things just started to come together, and I said, you know, we better do this now. So we just started with the idea that we're going to make beer, and we're going to give people a place to come and taste it.
We used to come up here when there was like one small room, like out in the back there.
This was our tasting room. I just took an old pump organ and made it into a draft system, and that's how we served it. We built a following by taking on a tour, and we could give them free samples. That became, okay, you know, we need to do something besides this, because my wife figured out how much we gave away in free beer, and it was something like, in 2 years, we gave away like $150,000 worth of beer or something. I'm like, I don't even make that much money. So we have this cool barn in a remote spot that has some attraction because it is out in the middle of nowhere, that people are already coming through just to sample the beer. And we got the pub open. People talk about Frankenstein projects. It's kind of like that because it's pieces and parts from different things. Some of it came from local dairy farms around here. We just bought their old pipelines and things, but it works. And it doesn't have to be real elaborate. You see, if you go to a big brewery or even some of the smaller, real modern breweries, there's a person standing there touching the screen and everything's happening, but ours comes more down to the old, it's handcrafted. I mean, literally handcrafted, because we have to get in there with our hands and our bodies. And when you see us make the beer, we boil all that stuff out, so you don't have to worry about it. But this is our brew house, the Sprague Farm Brew Works brew house. This is where we brew all of our, I think we have about 15 different recipes of beer. Each batch is done individually. The grain that goes in here, and we stir it in with this paddle. Get the grain all wet, hydrated, and this is where all the hot stuff happens, where we cook all the grain, boil the wort, and then the cool part happens downstairs in the fermenters.
Yeah, a normal day of brewing, it's a 12-hour process from 5:30 till 5. So now I tell people my real job is to help make, promote, and drink beer for a living, and I love my new job. Our first beer that we made was the Hellbender, and it's a porter, and I do not like it. I do not like it to this day.
A Rust Belt I really like a lot. That's kind of a good amber ale.
Started out Ale Mary is my favorite.
Ale Mary is my favorite.
Mine's Ale Mary.
I like the Ale Mary.
Then it was Rust Belt.
Rust Belt is a close second.
Then it was iBud.
I don't get into real strong ones. My wife does.
You can only have a couple of these.
Now it's Sprague Lager.
The effin' beer is one that attracts people.
So after you have a couple, it makes you happy. People drink when they're happy, when they're sad, when they're rich, when they're poor, when it's crappy out, when it's nice out. Everybody's, let's go have a beer.
It's strange that we're all really remote, but I also had the feeling that I wasn't the only person in this area that liked to drink good beer. Thank God I was semi-correct, because we're getting a lot of support from the local people.
The farm is just the neatest place to come. It is so laid back. It is just festive.
It's really pretty much a party atmosphere, and
people around here appreciate the fact that they have a place like this to come to.
It's just more relaxed. You know what I mean? You're not in a big city.
Now people can go to, you know, Pittsburgh or Philly and go, yeah, we got our own microbrewery pub, man, no big deal, you know. And it's right here in the middle of nowhere, but you know, I think that's part of the attraction. We're out in the country as well, and you don't have to look out and see buildings. You can see trees and grass, you know.
People come here, and we could be outside when it's nice out. People really like that.
We don't have any TVs in here.
Stay home if you're going to watch TV.
You've gone to enough bars. You can go and watch your TV on your wrist if you want to these days, just, you know, the old Dick Tracy stuff. But I didn't want that, you know. When we had the tasting area over there where we started, people would come in and they had to stand around. They had to talk to somebody they didn't know because there was nothing else to do.
I have known Brian and Minnie probably since 1978.
I met him in the early 90s.
I went to school with Minnie Kutz.
Brewing beer has been I think a dream of Brian's forever. I think just the two of them, the amount of time that they put into it, they want to do it. They're good people. They have good friends. A lot of people like to help them.
They enjoy working with you, serving you.
They put a lot of effort into it. They worked their butts off.
They've got a lot of friends, which makes them very special people. They really do.
I think sometimes people get into any business and they make it look too easy. This was not easy. We had to work hard. Our friends and family have put so much time and effort into it. And the community's really come around and help, support us and get it going.
Where's Ryan?
He's right there.
When they come here, they expect to see us. Well, this is my work phone, and they can ask us about the beer, the product. They can ask us how we got started. I hope that by what we're doing, we make other people feel like, maybe I can go out there and accomplish my goal or dream. Good to have you here, you know that?
That's why we come back here. And here's to Sprague.
Hey.